Hello, hello. Not that anyone's here. Just waiting for Jay to come up with tea so we can get the game started. What if I actually started the game? I'll wait for Jay. No, I think it's me that's killed my audience. Nothing to do with you. More entertaining streamers on right now. Hello. Hi Callum, lovely to see you. Do I have any more ghost stories? How do you mean? I have for plenty. Sorry, I just need to move.
Yes, okay.
Me? No, we're having to fight with... Hi Bex. Hope you're well.
People are going,
Just
oh
joined
shit,
us.
him again. God, that's bright.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Hello, Cyan.
Hello, hello.
If I move over.
I'm sure this ball's getting flatter and flatter every time I sit on it.
Sniped exposure, no kidding. There's seriously the brightest light on the planet.
Well, so you know, need it.
No, you don't. You don't want to see this face.
Like black.
So shall I start it up?
Yes. It was funny, like Callum was talking about ghost stories. I had a look at anything that was on iPlayer just while I was like waiting for you to to come in. And do you remember Ghost Stories? Like the actual film Ghost Stories.
Yeah.
That's on there.
Really? Oh,
on
cool.
iPlayer.
Right, I was gonna.
I saw that play twice. If you've ever seen it, Callum, it's absolutely fucking terrifying. I saw it twice, and yeah, they made it into a film. I'm not as big a fan of the film as a play, but it's still got the similar sort of feel to it. But yeah, I think it makes a bit bigger impact when you actually see it in the theatre. What are you looking for?
No, so I was just trying to think of stop it melting.
Okay.
Now, can you still hear us?
Hopefully you can still hear us.
I'm guessing so.
How are you, Cyan? We're okay.
Yeah.
I've been playing Tomb Raider 3 by myself, so I can do my next top 5 levels of Tomb Raider. And you know what? I'm actually enjoying it. I mean, I'm only on Temple Ruins at the moment, like level 2. But I'm enjoying it. I went to watch the play and it was brilliant, very jumpy. Yeah.
Is that the one where they had the night watchman in the
Yeah, you have 3 stories.
and in the car?
And and it's all about him, isn't it? Like investigating the stories. And yeah, you have the night watchman, you have the kid in the car, and the other one is very heavily based on Rosemary's Baby.
Yes, I remember.
It's like a demon child, and yeah, it's like, but it's such a good twist at the end. Really, really good.
I think when we saw it, didn't.
So perhaps you know with the bald Joe. No, we don't have any verse for bald Joe. Lebu. Hi Chris, hope you're well.
I was gonna say, yeah, wasn't there a problem with something because the timing was slightly off, so the thing came.
The thing was meant to come down
at the same time as the scream.
And it was the lighting, I think, wasn't it? So you could see like all the mechanics behind it and stuff. So they had got the lighting that good.
But I'm assuming.
Yeah, you didn't upset me because I know he naturally has hair, so it's fine.
I'm now confused. What?
Bex shared. I thought Lara was on fire. Then it was just the line.
Oh, I'm going to turn the sound down a little bit on here, just because A, that's loud. B, I don't want to hear her anymore.
Ta-da-na-ta. How you doing, you sexy bitch? Hey, thank you for subscribing, Raider Mama. Lovely to see you. Resubscribe for 19 months.
Wow.
Thank you so much. Yes, and Jay is sat in my chair.
I just realised, why am I using a keyboard and mouse?
Why are you using a keyboard and mouse?
In all fairness, I do normally play keyboard and mouse, but... brain, trying to remember what the hell were we doing.
Wasn't it you had to try and figure this puzzle out? Yeah. This is a good level, is it? I have no memory of this.
Neither do I.
You just picked up the source or whatever it is. Time to shiver out in the arms. It's Jay. It is Jay.
It is a me.
It's a me.
Can I do a better impression than Chris Pratt?
Probably.
Yahoo! Oh, I'm guessing.
Greek fire vessels.
So many of them.
Many of them.
Could this be a puzzle? It's like...
Shows how much you play for this game. Yes. But you'll be pleased to know, Chris, I'm enjoying Tomb Raider 3 right now. Although I probably will never stream it again. I'd have to play through it a few more times before I stream it again. That Mario voice, I don't know. Money. This is what happens when studios get involved, like Suits get involved in creative processes.
By the way, I don't know if this is right. I just thought this was quite funny to put explosives onto that, and it let me, so...
Who even calls them fire vessels? Lara, obviously. Casty Garby. I feel sorry for everyone who has to deal with rice.
No, I wanted to climb, you stupid woman.
Like I said, we're ripping that plaster off. We're getting Jay to play it for me, so I don't have to. And then I'm gonna play Shadow when we eventually get around to that. Have you ever been on the Ghost Walk in Edinburgh? No, I've never been to Edinburgh, but I really do want to go because I want to go to like the is it like the tunnels under Edinburgh Castle?
Sorry.
Lara is strong. You take it down into the vaults. Yes, that's where I want to go. It's very creepy. Me and my partner went for our first anniversary. I think we're going again next year before we get married. Oh, excellent. No, I definitely want to go. I don't know if it'll be in like the next couple of years, but I definitely, because I've never been to Scotland, so I really want to go.
You get used to this confused face, by the way, because
Lara stonking it out. Cassie Garvey, formerly known as Kaisen. Yes, the fact that he called this game Rice. I recognise Kaisen's nicknames very well. Do it when I'm in Scotland. Yes, definitely have an extra excuse to come. But yeah, I've always wanted to go to Edinburgh, like for the history, for just how beautiful it looks, and also like all the ghosties. Because I definitely want to do the Ghost Bus tour. Complete the trio. AC Valhalla last ever update has come out a week early. Do I play that or carry on with Dishonored? Are you aiming to finish Dishonored? If so, how far along are you? Not me being recognised by my particular Tomb Raider dictionary. No, not at all. That's how this game should be named. It feels like eating unsalted rice. It's filling, but it's not fun. No. It's very pretty. Like, you can't take that away from it. I've finished Dishonored about 1 million times. I know it inside. Well, then do AC Valhalla, I think. I definitely need to play that game again. But I know, like, I'm going to go on it and I'm going to end up rage quitting or something. Again. Thanks, Mum. You are most welcome, darling. You can cut the ropes, apparently.
Do I need to get more of this shit over here.
Do you
then?
need to? Yeah, it's obviously you need to transfer them into the water, maybe.
Ah,
There you go. Boom.
I just realised there's a what's the word? Current.
Boom.
And I thought that's going to blow up. I
This
guess.
puzzle's a pain in the ass, is it? I love the fact that Torrendous is like, I love this room, and Raider Mama's like, yeah, it's such a pain in the ass. Hi, Carly.
Hello.
How are you? How's your day going? It improved. That's what happens when a truck drives into the driveway with tons of USD greenback and you focus on graphics and forget there should be gameplay, atmosphere, core elements from the series the game is attached to, and you try to put stuff in just for pieces to somehow stick together. Yeah, sounds about right. You'll be pleased to know that my cough is going. I think Jay's getting it now, though. Although he had it before me.
I was going to say, I've got it. I've got
We're
it
just
back.
keep giving it to each other. Fire make go boom.
Are
Nice as a tech demo turned into a full game.
I'm not going to do it from here, but oh, for fuck.
It is basically, yeah, it's a very nice tech demo. It has Microsoft money behind it. It has improved. I'm done for the day. Just home relaxing, waiting for Rob. That's good. I'm glad.
Has his face
Yeah, is he still suffering?
having now seen daylight?
Bless him, shaving off his beard. He's such a good bloke doing that. By the way, did I see correctly that the Crystal documentary reveals script of the original length of Tomb Raider Legend and its locations? Can someone explain how, from a game aimed at 15 to 20 hours of gameplay, they reduced it to a casual 5? Did they? I don't. Is it like a screenshot or something from the game? Because I haven't seen that. Although it would not surprise me if they had to cut a load of stuff out.
Did that fucking barrel just?
Barrels. Fire arrow, then booms. There we go.
Yeah, my brain's realised I have fire arrows. I forgot fire arrows. Oh,
Hey, the prophet.
he's got a lean. Oh no, it's the guy we can't mention in the countries
Yeah.
between the east and the west.
His face is mad. It's all broke out, and he'll have a beard by Christmas. Oh, bless him. He'll be like, I'm not shaving that off for another 16 years.
Looks like I'll need another vessel.
This is. He has a lean on his house. Two more sides. Torrendous is saying.
Because I did
Was
that
it?
side, so I'm guessing this side.
Oh, okay. There was a page shown which showed cut locations, including Africa, different names for artifacts and stuff. Oh, okay. I didn't see that. I kind
Yeah.
of skimmed through it because Noah Hughes came on the screen and I had to turn it off. And Daryl Gallagher has just seen those two and it just brings me out of murderous hatred.
Got to find a Greek fire vessel first.
I'm not a fan, neither is his mum. Oh, what of his baby face? His little baby cheeks. I mean, it's still a rope arrow puzzle because that's 90% of them, but it's still nice to have a room that's all puzzle. Yeah, makes a nice change.
What are we doing? Do that, you
Noah
muppet.
and Toby are the same person,
That should
basically.
clear
Yeah,
the way a bit.
pretty much. They probably both have the same hatred for the OG Tomb Raider, to be fair. Although for completely different reasons.
Why do I get the thing I have to do something to put
Both
it?
sound the same. I can't remember what they both sound
If
like.
I could use the water somehow.
I have to do it from the other side, I'm guessing.
World famous archaeologist Lara Croft is at it again. Always.
Let's blow some shit up.
She was pushed for it for so long and then instantly called me to tell me she hated it. Or did she? That's mums for you though, isn't it? They pressure you into doing something and then when you do it they're like, no, actually I prefer it the other way. My mum's a bit like that.
So where's the across? So we can do there.
Got to get it clear of the fire. Maybe I can anchor it somewhere.
Ah, yeah. I get what I'm doing.
You know what you did?
Yeah. Do that, and then
Ooh. Yeah.
when it swings round, physics, bitch.
Hashtag physics.
Because that's all the games are now.
There was a prototype page showing order of levels in Legend. Names of levels, aimed gameplay duration of each level, intersections in England Croft manner. And all is for naught since they cut most of the best stuff. Ugh. Why am I not surprised?
The thing is, I would say you'll probably find it was cut incredibly early on because none of that made to QA, and we were on this game for a while. Please explain what's going on. Oh, I'm running in.
Run! So freaking cold here, I'm so over it. Oh. Need to get yourself an Udi. They're all the rage at the moment, apparently, according to Angel Ash. Go, go, go! Oh, you did that so fast, it takes me up for it to do. See, when Jay focuses on a game, he's actually very good. It's just that he's not normally that bothered about playing them.
Pretty much.
Jay is like the ultimate gamer.
That's the reason why no one plays with me, though.
Yeah, that's the problem. Unless you like losing at games, do not play against Jay. Like board games, anything, because he always wins.
And not intentionally.
See that save? That's something I freaking love the graphics. Yes, it is quite good.
By the way, I have actually never done this before. So I'm amazed I've not died.
An Udi. Is it OODIE? I think
Yeah, it's a hoodie without the H.
Yeah.
And it's basically a blanket for humans.
It's basically showing
Like
characters
all blankets
in
really are, but
Last of Us show on HBO. I know that I saw them. I was like, so excited because have you seen they're in Brazil? I think they're at a Comic-Con or something in Brazil.
you know, as you made the joke.
Yeah,
earlier.
so, yeah, because how many times do you see something post like anything like about a game or a concert or something, like a band saying they're touring, and it's always come to Brazil in the comments. But now they're finally going to Brazil.
So did someone reply say, "Come to London"?
Yeah. So yeah, they're going to a Comic-Con. I think it's on the 2nd or 3rd of December. So I wonder if they're just releasing a load of stuff just before that. I live in my Udi like a cozy turtle. Thing is, our house is quite warm, so I don't really need an Udi. The only problem is because we've not got carpeted floors everywhere. We've got carpeted floors upstairs, but downstairs is laminate, so that gets quite cold. It's just my feet that get cold.
Thanks.
Like a pro.
You'd almost think I do it for a job, wouldn't you?
Thanks for the clip to anytime. Well, the thing is, you play like the first half hour of a game, and then
Yeah, I've never played any of this ever before.
Oh no, you have because you played it when I was pregnant.
Yeah, but I don't remember any of this. I do not remember this at all.
Lara looks so bored. She does, doesn't she? Well, she did. I know what you mean when she was doing the earpiece thing. It's like, oh, you just get it over and done with already, for God's sake.
I definitely don't remember this, by the way. Is any of this optional?
I don't remember any of this.
Yeah, I don't remember any of this. So did I skip all this by any chance?
But then I have the excuse I had like baby brain.
I've got
Now I have mum brain.
I've got lethargy. Does that count?
You got old age. I was quite surprised how little of it I remembered on my second playthrough. Oh really? It does seem to go on. And everything kind of looks the same. I think that's the problem. There's no like distinguishing like features. Other than the fact that this looks very lovely, like Greek, Roman-esque sort of place. But yeah, everything's very grey, so it's kind of like I can't really distinguish between sections.
Because that's what
It
you
is a
find.
bland experience, yes.
That's what you find in every single chest. A submachine gun thing. Thingy bob.
To be fair though, they did that in classic Tomb Raider games.
Oh, I know. But
Here's
still.
a secret with a modern medipack and like Uzi ammo.
Laura, are you up there?
Jonah,
And this
is
is
that
story
you?
critical path. Unless you cheated, you had to pass this thing.
Lara, are you up there? Jonah, is that you? Who else would it fucking be?
Jonah, what are you doing here? Where are you?
I'm up here in some kind of
Have we had that bit yet
What?
with Jonah?
Jonah, where are you?
We haven't, have
I
we?
can't believe you came
Little
after
bit.
me.
Where doesn't he get shot?
Is it so
Spoilers, I
hard to
forgot
believe?
about that.
I told you I got your back.
Jonah!
No, it's your dead dad.
Leave us alone.
I'm on my way up to you now. Don't go anywhere.
Had him
What
planned on
TV
it.
static?
Be careful.
She sounds like a mad mum. You haven't heard me when I'm mad.
Bubs has.
Yes, Bubs is that's like my constant state around Bubs. Hate the way she says the name Jonah.
Gona.
Jonah. Way Camilla pronounces it. Maybe testing it for all time. Well, I hope you have a wonderful rest of the stream. I'm actually going to nap and hopefully get my migraine. Oh no. Well, I hope your migraine feels better. Have a nice rest. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Jonah ran away from her at the supermarket and now she's pissed. Oh my god, when Bubs does that to me.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, where did he come from?
We're pushing back.
I didn't expect this to be a horror game. Just people appearing out of nowhere.
We know we can trust you.
Sorry, I'm now reading. Did you say something? Sorry, I didn't hear.
Yeah, what? Wee.
Yeah, that was incredible camouflage.
Yeah.
I'm just destroying these foliage.
You'll
Yeah.
laugh when you run into Jonah, actually, will we? Jonah! Hi, Angry Librarian. Hope you're well.
Hello.
So how is everyone on this hump day? I keep forgetting it's Wednesday. It's like every day just blurs into one at the moment. I'm in a world of my own.
Oh, the music.
Who's playing the panpipe? Jonah! I shall call Lara to me using the music of my people.
Aya's map. Documentation of mules updated. That grass physics.
Someone else was attacking Trinity in the darkness beneath the cathedral.
Thank you for the clip to enter.
Sophia spoke.
Rice poops.
And if so,
Is the volumes alright? Because I'll turn them down a little bit earlier just because I'm
Just
sure
'cause.
you want to hear us more than the game, really, don't you?
for now,
There is no grass physics.
That was the
you're
whole
right.
point. That's what I mean. That's that. Oh, the lovely grass physics.
I should have known he'd come looking for me. And thank
It's
God
great, that's good.
Jacob's people
Oh, shit, I
found
can do
me
shit.
Waves like,
before we ran afoul.
Can do shit, can't
just waves like water.
I never wanted him to follow me into danger. But I have to admit, I'm happy he's
And
here.
gunfire, melee attacks. Somehow a skill means I can become armoured. Instant kill at the perfect time. Oh yeah. Do a good
Dodge
dodging.
kill.
Can I upgrade shit? Nope. Oh, not taking this off. Leap off and press left trigger while in the air to dive.
Whee!
Oh god, that wasn't that deep.
On this track, I can't hear it, so.
Excuse, bear with.
Oh, I can hear. Oh, it is nice though. What I can hear over her breathing.
It's asthma. Leave her alone. Exactly. The speed she went down, she would have broken more than her neck. I just jump through the branches. It's fine.
Hope she does. Totes like have such a love for Lara, don't you? Maybe one day.
Maybe one day, oh another, we gotta kill her. We gotta kill.
Oh no, she didn't,
Young
and
ones.
that's just tragedy. We're such pro reboot fans on this stream. It's like you just feel the love oozing through the chat. There's actually a guy in the area playing the flute, so it's not just playing out of nowhere. Is there? See some guy just in there like.
I'd have to go actually up here. I've no idea where I'm fucking going, by the way.
What are you doing?
Trying to think. That.
Oh.
Find your way up to the mountains to the observatory. Right.
So many Reboober fans indeed. My Reboob takes are so problematic, even my oldest Twitter followers left me. I saw your tweet the other was it today? Where you're like, I've lost so many followers, but I'm such a nice, happy person. I did have to giggle at that while I was like scrolling through.
It's getting louder.
We're gonna find the flute player.
And I will take him out. For dinner. Because I'm a nice guy.
It's just I'm trying to avoid. Is that? Oh,
Here he is.
hey!
Pay respects. Press F. Ooh,
Ayos Othios.
It's gonna break my neck looking.
A bundle of joy. I don't know why people leave me. Guess they're just so negative they can't take a bit of a positive attitude. Yeah.
So, excuse me. It's blah, blah, blah. Oh, he's gonna repeat himself. What's inappropriate? It's just. We did a game called. Oh fuck! It was on Wii, I think. Escapes or something or other.
Mm.
And the animations, it was so bad. And it's just like the guy's talking. He's like, "Excuse me," and he's like doing this. He goes, "But I love you." He's like, "Will you stop cocking your shotgun as you talk to her?" Oh, I can't remember what the game is called. It was one of the many games that we did as a license.
I have NPCs in this game. I've seen NPCs from games 10 years before that looked animated and were made better.
Right, shall we see?
You get it? Boom.
Do you have to actually hit the target or just? Yeah, don't mind me as your respect. I'm just.
Wait, is it?
You're supposed to shoot down or just?
Well, surely you'd have a notification come up.
Oh.
Shoot them and then rob their bodies because it's too ready to get this game.
Fuck's sake. Yeah. Right. Ciao, you lot. See you later.
Bah.
Oh, it's fucking making me walk again. Oh, there we go. At least we found dude. Pam.
Have a flute, dude.
Oh, it's still very loud.
Makes it much
Oh,
sense.
but we're back. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Pierre Larson had more fascinating chronicles of these.
Oh, Jonah.
Jonah!
Thanks.
But happy.
Terrible but happy. I know that feeling.
Oh, Dad.
Dad was right!
I wish he was here to
There you go, guys. It wasn't that another thing you were saying.
Proud of you.
Jonah.
I want to go through and like record every time she says Dad
Where
was
did she-
right.
Where did
And
she
then
come
they
from?
disappear.
Jacob was waiting for you in the observatory.
Dad was right wing. There's no wind. What's her hair doing? Yeah, you look terrible.
Hashtag Dad was right. Such a supportive friend. You look terrible.
Well, a real friend would say that, wouldn't they? Yeah.
To be fair, yeah. For once, Jen is right. The Defiant Soul.
You actually found it.
Well, thanks. Do you think I was not
Should
good?
make that a drinking game. To be fair though, how long it takes to play the games, it's like...
We plastered for the first 15
Yeah.
minutes.
You the Atlas.
Have I become an Assassin's Creed game or something?
What?
It's got the Atlas and swords.
It is like, yeah.
Oh, I hadn't thought of putting it in there. Oh no, no one thought of that.
It's a hexagon.
Try those chains.
It's one of Bob's favourite ships.
Hmm.
He does love a good hexagon.
Oh Jesus!
Her hair is pretty crazy. I thought this was pretty. I remember this bit for some reason.
Didn't do like a map, yeah.
That looks very AOD.
Yes. Angle of darkness. Obviously, I've turned the graphic detail down so it's a little bit.
Very Lost Ark, yeah.
They must have used this to plan
Funny
the
enough, this
construction of the
game
city.
repeats similar ideas from Uncharted 4. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's got that look as well. I remember from Uncharted 4.
Everything radiates
Weren't
Even
they
the map
the-
sequence
weren't they
displayed
the
as a
same
light
year?
projection.
That puts
And the
center
floor gives
of
way,
the
doesn't it?
city
In Uncharted 4.
under the
Uncharted
lake.
4.
When were they released?
Something's not right.
I'm trying to think. This was 2015, and I think Uncharted was 2016.
It's on the wrong side of the map. Keep rotating it.
Or it might have been 2015. Where's my fin? My fin.
Your fin.
Stop.
Yeah, before Jay, that's the best part. I don't understand why things like this that have groundwork
It's
laid
under
out
the lake.
for a
It's under the glacier.
puzzle ends up as a cutscene, yeah.
Divine source must be there.
Because they don't trust people to work it out for themselves, or they think people get bored trying to figure it out.
Wait, this path here leads into the city.
What am I looking at? Uncharted 4.
The cathedral is there, and the tower on the other side. That means the entrance
2016
to Tesh must be.
was Uncharted 4, this was 2015. I always remember this one because this one came out the year we got married, and like I said, it came out.
Is it
Did it come out when we were in New Zealand? I think it did come out when we were
Yeah.
in New Zealand. Didn't
So,
it? So it meant we just missed the whole hype of the game.
and yes, it
coming
should have
out.
been a puzzle. So this game was us getting married, and Shadow was Bubs.
Yeah.
How the f... Oh. Where's Bilbo? Sorry, I'm watching a bit too much Hobbit.
Yeah.
Like, no one notices this big guy with no weapon.
Who Lara usually bint. Yeah. She's doing an Elena. Yeah, so we're falling down again. Oh no! Sorry, I've been absent recently, had so much going on, but got lots of streams to catch up on. No worries, Jaden. How are you anyway? I saw you were in York. How was York?
Old. I'm gonna guess.
I'm like, I was looking at your pictures and getting hyped up because we're going soon. So excited. Can't wait to see York again. Especially with the Christmas markets. The Christmas markets on... Yeah, they are, aren't
I
they?
have to go after Jonah.
Because it looked like they were when you were there.
Even if it means giving up the truth, you came here
Because
to
I don't know,
find.
makes them masters of cliches.
Mm.
Risk his life to come here with me.
Jen loves being a damsel in distress just because the world's with us doesn't make them any progressing. No.
No.
How about we just don't have people in distress?
But you must.
How about raiding tombs instead of saving people? I've developed allergy for Lara Camilla's voice because of this game. We won't be seeing her back, so you don't have to worry. The fact this game was Jonah being taken away, the worst was he going back. No, I like Jonah. Not in this game, but I like him in the third game. See, because I don't count Rise. It's just I only see that it's a two-parter. Well, maybe Lara don't bring him. Technically, this game regressed everything from 2013, pretty much. I'm doing great, thank you. York was amazing. It was busy. And yes, the Xmas markets are up. Yay! So we're trying to catch up on my energy since we had a few busy days. Oh, bless you. I hope you have a nice rest. Catch up and get ready for Christmas.
Was like Lara not available on that shoot day for that scene? It's like, quick, do a voiceover, quick.
Have you seen the mountains? Yeah.
Mountains.
I'm watching so many travel vlogs at the moment in New Zealand to
Sophia,
figure out what we want to do when we go.
Lara, are you all right?
One of them, it's a 5-kilometre hike to the base of Mount Cook, and I was like, I definitely want to do more hikes this time round. Well, we didn't do any hikes last time round. It was jumping out of planes and off bridges last time. This time I want to do hikes. Oh, thank you for the 10 bits, Jaden.
God, I thought that was a game then. Right, we're in a rush, but first, I need a...
Imagine a game where you raid teams and not talk to a million other characters, yeah. That would be nice.
Shoot cannibal and softwood surface to reach new locations.
Oh.
Oh, so somehow I've suddenly gained this from doing nothing but... Oh, but where can I possibly use them to try it out? Oh,
Don't
all
mind
the way
talking to
over
characters
here.
if they're fun, like AOD ones. Yeah,
Missed this.
they have like just iconic lines. Like I said, like Jonah in like Shadow.
Oops. It told me how to do it before I actually had it.
Spoilers.
Oh.
Yeah, like
good.
when he says to Lara, like, not everything's about you. And I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, tell her.
Twang.
Reboot ever piqued my interest. Like I said, other than Jonah, I think he has a good development. I mean, he's shit in this
More
game,
propaganda.
but the way Janice was more iconic than any of the characters. Yeah. Janice. She actually tops all characters collectively from.
Oh!
What are you doing?
I didn't realise that would hurt. I kind of got that wrong. Oof, Jesus.
No, I think it's about you pink stuff. I remember because did we see that in E3, and we're like, fuck you. You tell her.
Oh, can't I?
Selfish bint. Bring on the beeb.
Oop, the tree's disappearing, reappearing, disappearing, reappearing, disappearing, reappearing.
Beep. Stupidity of Harry. I'm feeling so much love in this chat right now. It's hilarious. She jumps like a flying squirrel on Reboot. It's like, wee!
Look at there. That door go down there, or do I go down that way? Oh, I wonder where... Now it feels very Uncharted. Where can I possibly throw arrows?
Boom. Didn't you have to do it like... Jump quickly or they break or something?
Storm's coming in.
Am I remembering that correctly? Ooh.
Oh, no.
Arcroft versus Soviet Union. The ultimate battle.
It's Rocky 3, not Rocky, Rambo 3. Oh.
How strong are those arrows? Very strong. So strong.
I know I've spoken little of your mother, Lara, but
Oh,
I want you
Daddy
to know
talks.
that in
Oh.
the brief time she spent
Daddy
with you,
talks.
she loved you utterly.
Dad, you were right.
Daddy loved you utterly. Mummy loved you utterly.
Orgasmatic. Honestly, don't mind reboot games, but I do mind all the behind-the-scenes stuff that have been forced upon the franchise and the complete and utter disrespect towards OG creators. That's the thing. I think if I wouldn't be so bitter about the reboots if it weren't for how disrespectful Crystal had been about what came before. It's like the whole thing with like what's going around on Twitter at the moment seems to be causing like ruffling a load of feathers where people are just like, oh, but they're the same Laras. It's like, no, they're not the same Laras. That's what Crystal love for you to think. So then you shut up about like their Lara not being classic Lara.
Not annoying at all.
Another thing that irks me is they didn't even properly research the feel of post-Soviet ruins. This looks like stuff from the 40s, but they say it all happened in the 70s. Oh, okay. When the Soviets came into the valley to exploit it, and they built a lot differently back then. Oh. Yeah, see, I know nothing about it.
It's cold. It's Russia.
Yeah. Please don't want me to shout up. Nobody cares about your story. Apart from Lara.
I don't think
All she cares
I
about.
was gonna say, I don't think she cares that much, you know.
I wish she didn't care so much. That's how Lara gets her triangular beebs. Hi Lee, how are you?
Hello.
Hey.
Got to find shelter.
I got to find shelter. I'm gonna very slowly make my way through snow. How's the wind blowing through the rock? Please explain that one to me. Oh, suddenly I'm tired.
She tired. Oh no. It's all that armour.
You're in Romford? Romford? That's near us, isn't it?
it? You're out in Romford. Oh, excellent.
That's what I just said.
I should never.
Well, yeah, I was just reading the comments, seeing where the comment came from, thank you. I mean, I know it came from Lee, but I didn't see whereabouts it was.
I'm sorry.
Ooh, flashback.
I'll make them see
You having a night on the town?
On the Raz.
that you sought the truth, not fairy tales.
Oh, you're going to the Winter Fair tomorrow. Excellent. Just hold on to your stuff, because it can be a bit, you have a lot of pickpockets and things around there. I know a lot of people that have had their phones nicked and stuff. So yeah, do keep hold of your shiz.
Where's that from?
What?
Pickpocket and stuff.
Well, that's Winter Wonderland anyway.
Ah, okay.
I don't know if that's the same thing. But yeah, someone I think had their camera and phone stolen.
Ooh.
So yeah, you have to be very careful because there's lots of people like mulling around. Thought she was looking for Jonah. Is she not? I don't know what she's doing right now. So I went to the beta version of this game where conversations between Lara showing she's changing, she's becoming more feisty and a bit unstable following the teaser with her PTSD is gone from this game and I hate they cut. Yeah, I think a lot of people were pissed that they cut that, weren't they?
Again, stuff that was never shown by the time we got to publishing QA. So there's so much stuff which people think was like cut the last minute. It wasn't. It was long gone before it got to us.
Hate that all Laras are valid / same bullcrap. The way CDR desperately trying to merge them together is so blatant and plain.
Trigger warning, sorry.
How can anyone even consider? Yeah, they are totally different. I mean, their backstories are different. Their looks are different. I don't see how you can see them as the same person. They're not. They are physically different. So yeah, I do not get that argument at all. Like, at all.
Where's the I can't possibly not agree with everyone's argument.
Mm. But like, I could support changes to a franchise if it's done with like respect for what came before, and Crystal have never respected what came before.
The divine source. It's in
HP.
the center of the old city.
That's
Very
divine
deep
source.
the ice.
Then it's time to move. I will notify the dig teams and prepare the transport.
They wanted to do more human Lara and then completely chickened
in
out
encounter
with any
with
two
death
characters. Yeah. Oh, Lara Croft was an icon with sassy one-liners, and that was her personality, basically.
The holy path.
Said it before, they didn't even look up Wikipedia page to read about
Other
Katesh
men aware of what they will
and the
face.
Legend of the Lake. It's located in Moscow Oblast. Surrounded by nothing but national parks on a flat terrain, not anywhere close to winters.
That's all we need for
Like they show here, not any mountains, not to mention Siberia. They could at least find actual globe runners to check
that we're
when
so close
those
to the
places
end.
are located. They're Americans. They don't. They don't. They're like, oh, it's over there.
What if they do
Not.
it?
It's over in not America.
We should prepare.
So it all kind of just blurs into one. I think. New Lara suffers from Harry Potter syndrome, a bland vessel for the story to revolve around her. I guess.
Once the source is
I don't really follow Harry Potter, so.
There's always seeing them as different versions of a bad thing. Like, how is it a bad thing to everybody walk straight when you claim it?
Yeah, that's what I don't. I do not get how seeing them as different is a bad thing. I think because they think that's where all the hostility comes from, like between the fandoms, is the fact that all the Laras are different. But it's just a small part of it. It's not like literally just about Lara. It's about the games in general and just how Crystal have treated the franchise in general. It's nothing to do with because like people can't see the Laras as the same person. It's a what would you say? It's like one of many straws that broke the camel's back, basically. Get smashed for me. Yeah, have a lovely night, Lee. Or at least place a line where they explain that the actual lake in Katesh were located up north, then it would open up supposedly unexplored part of Russia. But no, Lake Svelt, how do you say it? Svetloya. I'll say that right. Probably just butchered it. Even mentioned by name in this game. Oh, okay. Classic Lara and Reboot Lara are the same. Then all the crofts from the nearest phone books are also one person. After all, it's the same game, right? See, I would have accepted it. Not from Crystal because, like I said, I know how much they hate the classics. But I would have accepted it as, like, if they wanted to change the character, making her, like, a distant relative. Like, either, like, her daughter, even. Or, like, a niece or something. Like, so you can keep the name Croft, but give her a different, like, you know, different first name or whatever. And still have it as Tomb Raider. It's just that she's following in Lara's footsteps. And then that would have been an interesting sort of family dynamic and stuff. But completely changing her bio and then trying to pass her off as the same person, just it's completely silly in my eyes.
Traps.
Divine ketchup. Dear.
Oh, you little...
Apparently to Americans, Russia is covered by Siberia. Yeah.
I lost an arrow then. Need dinner.
Okay, sorry. Just need to... Oh, you want to try and do it? 'Cause I can't do it.
What's that? Why can't... Well, why can I do it?
Well, you can click out. You're in the game.
What, as in... Hold on.
Yeah.
I have to pause. Me. Me. Don't mind us. How do you actually do it on the game then? Ban.
Yeah.
Banned.
There you go.
Apologies.
Everything looks clear.
Why did he have a 3 on his cheek? Did he?
Expecting company? Croft might try to rescue the prisoner.
I still think they should have been Lara's daughter in these games. That's what I think. To me, that would have just been a no-brainer. Just leave classic Lara as classic Lara. That's it. Don't try and change her as a person. Just keep her as she is.
Jesus Christ!
And then have, yeah, reboot Lara as her daughter or, like I said, a niece or something. To me, that would make so much more sense. Because then you can do whatever you want then, can't you? You can give her the bio you want. You can make the games how you want, technically. I mean, people still probably have a problem with it because it's still under the label Tomb Raider. But you're not changing such an iconic character and then trying to convince people that they're the same person.
What happened? Truck was too heavy. Bridge collapsed. Everything's falling apart in this.
If anything, seeing them as different versions makes them easier to accept. But like I said, it's because when you know the behind-the-scenes stuff, that's what fuels the shit. Yes. Exactly. It's what motivates me to just be bitter about the reboot, to be honest. I could have, like I said, I could probably accept them to a certain extent if I didn't know what the company were like that made them. James the mighty banner. Yes. That she could be feeling the pressure of living up to this massive mantle of the two. Yeah, exactly. To me, it would be such a good story arc. I think it would have been fantastic, but nope. That because they probably were too scared that wouldn't sell. It would make more sense if it was entitled A Tomb Raider, girl inspired by Lara Croft, even. An orphan who read her memoirs goes on an adventure. See, that would be a really good twist, wouldn't it? If, like, in the next game, we actually find out that as an orphan, she read about, like, she was lost sort of on her own, and then she found out about this character called Lara Croft, and she decided to follow in her footsteps, sort of thing. That would be a good way that they could do it. Someone get in touch with her, Dallas. Be like, right, just scrap the whole unified bullshit and just go with the fact that, like, almost like, it would kind of be, I guess, like Nathan Drake, wouldn't it? Because he renamed himself Drake. I shouldn't really go into that too much, should I? For spoiler reasons, but yeah, he changed his name, didn't he, to Drake? Because he wanted to sort of get rid of his get away from his sketchy past.
What happened?
Still connected to the brand, but not enraging classic fans by changing something they loved. Exactly. That's why I won't be buying Tomb Raider games anymore. CD hate Lara TR, so why give them money? I'll just buy it used or something. Well, hopefully Jay can still keep his connections to the company so we don't have to buy them. I haven't had to buy a Tomb Raider game in years. I'll just watch it on YouTube because honestly there's no difference in experience. The game is so scripted. This is very true. If they really wanted a character who wants to live to her family legacy, an adopted daughter, yes. Hi Ash, sorry I've only just seen you mid-rant. Hope you're well. Hope work this week's been good. Sorry we missed your stream on Monday. We had to go and drop off my parents' car for an MOT before they fly over. I was thinking of being revealed at the end of Shadow with her signing something off as Lara Croft II. That would be cool. I don't see classic Lara having children ever, but maybe it's same. But maybe somehow she ends up with a kid and adopts her. I think it would be the kind of thing of like she has like a she sees her own mortality, like she as she's getting old and she has like a near miss or something. Like she comes really close to realising just like she has no one to sort of follow on with her legacy sort of thing. So she just takes in this orphaned child at her moment of weakness, and then yeah, it's all up to but then she kind of forgets all about it and then just goes off and neglects this daughter who then just grows up really jaded. That was like a really good shot of a jaded Lara Croft daughter.
Well, no, it's that she heard about this new guy who on the scene called Dathan Nake, and
Dathan Nake. Like Angelina. I say do multiverse. A lot of people will say multiverse.
Copy paste.
Maybe not a child, but a protege. Yeah. But I think that's what they're kind of going on with the next game, aren't they? They're making her, like, be a teacher and have a load of students that want to follow in her footsteps.
Well, that was live experience, wasn't it?
And yeah, and it's also with the live experience they're going with that, so I think that's what they're going to make canon, aren't they? Lara finds out that someone tried to kill her and use some sort of time-travelling, time-changing artifact wanting to undo the classic Lara, but she still gets entwined with archaeology anyway and discovers she needs to put things back to order or something and undo the change. Sounds very complicated. Wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey. Guess what I'm thinking of playing on Saturday? Is it Skyrim? That'd be cool, because Rosie will be around, so hopefully we can get her on one of your streams, because she hasn't been on one of mine for ages. I think she's just super busy at the moment. Being sociable. He's such a social butterfly. Oh god, we took classic Lara to Richard. We better stop. But it's okay with her being it, because at least she's the instigator. It's not her, like, it's not right Lara being the one that follows in someone else's footsteps. She's a trailblazer. Oh, a new game. What game is this?
Callisto.
I'm trying to think. What game's out? Lego Lord of the Rings. Oh my god. That's amazing. You know what I was thinking the other day? I really want to play the Two Towers game that came out on PlayStation 2. Was it EA Games? I think did it. I was thinking the other day, I really want to play it. It's new for you. I've never played it. Do I have it? I might have had it, but I don't think I think I had Indiana Jones. But yeah, that's brilliant. You had that. Yeah, I might have got Lord of the Rings, but I think I played it like for 5 minutes and just couldn't get into it, and then never picked it up again. I think I had it on the PSP. But yeah, no, I would love to play the Lord of the Rings one again, the Two Towers one, because I absolutely adored that game when it was out. It was so epic, yes. It was so much fun, and the fact that I had sound bites from the film as well. We're talking shit now. I'm sure we do. We do. Yeah. I think what we all just wanted is crystal respect in what came before them. Exactly. Basically. Legacy of Kain had a very complicated storyline and they pulled it off. True with Amy Hennig, but still, exactly. Because they had Amy Hennig at the helm, it would have been fine. But then they got lazy with their storytelling. No, I'm so excited about that, especially because what will most likely happen is we'll most likely be watching The Hobbit. Rude. Play better.
Okay.
Don't ruin my stream. Yeah, we'll most likely be watching The Hobbit on Saturday because obviously that's Bub's thing at the moment. In fact, he's now quoting the films.
And before it happens as well.
Yeah. And, like, it's so cute because he absolutely adores Gandalf at the moment. So, like, at the beginning when, like, Gandalf goes, I'm Gandalf and Gandalf means me. And he says it. It's like, Gandalf means me. It's so cute. Yes, honey. Exactly. Know your place. We need Artist Montreal to make a new Tomb Raider game where Clara looks for an imposter who stole her identity. Then she finds two people and kills them. Can you imagine? It would upset so many people. And it had a cutscene with Gandalf at the end when you finish Helm's Deep. That wasn't in the movie. I'm trying to remember which one it was. But I do remember playing it and just being obsessed with it. That and I played Return of the King, but Return of the King wasn't as fun.
Many people still use these.
But Two Towers was just brilliant. It's such a good game. But yeah, if I'm looking to do Saturday streams, so I'm adding like an extra day in, but it'll be during the day, like Saturday, in the new year, hopefully. I'll have to come up with like, it'll have to be my random game day. Because Friday will be Spoopy Games. Wednesday will still be Tomb Raider. Sunday can be chill stream, so Saturday, yeah, can just be whatever the fuck I feel like playing.
I think they're all dead.
What, the chat or the game?
Whoa! Please tell me someone.
Gravity.
Please tell me someone clip that.
The dead.
Please tell me clip that. That was hilarious. I shot it went ping. Oh, that's right. That tickled me.
I'll never get over that time I killed. What is she doing? What is that? Just no. Or that time I played Last of Us and I killed someone and you just saw their body just go. Whee!
Come on. Oh, you're literally just there. There we go. No, the great Tyranitar Clipper has gone. My moment of great
We
achievement.
can clip it, we can go back and...
Oh, no,
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Awesome.
Go on, excuse me. She was busy getting your clip. See, she don't fail, yeah.
That is true. Never fails. Ooh. You're glowing.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah. Have two clips. Never worry about two clips. Ooh, something over here. Did I actually kill everyone by leading them over there? Itch. Oh, does she use the bottle on them? I have to find a bottle. Oh.
My bunny needs me. Have 2 clips. Well done. Trying to turn the side engine.
Yay.
I'll show you if you've ever seen, but when you're surfing on a bottle, Lara's got a special kill animation. What animation's that?
As I said, I think she uses the bottle.
Yeah, but in terms of with her trudging through the snow.
Was thick snow, man. Ooh, ooh. The ravens are going back to the Misty Mountain. Right, I'm up here. Now what do I do? It's safe.
Whee!
Oh.
She breaks into Tulip and shoves to their face.
I just wanted to see if she could do a swan dive off there. No. I hate it when swan dives are only
Taking
in
the expressway down. She'd had enough of everyone talking about her living up to classic Lara. Like, just done. Done with all this pressure.
A pendant.
a pendant.
No.
What's that got in it? Is it a bone?
Modern
Yeah, small
reliquary.
human bone.
There's
You
a
sure
small
it's a human bone, though?
inside.
A lot of,
Saint Peregrine, patron of the
That's where
terminally
relics
ill.
tend to be,
Fake.
yeah, animal bones.
Oh, another.
We stand now on the
Don't care.
I don't remember this just going on
Nope.
for so long.
No, neither do I.
Did they add something extra
Yeah, it did.
like over the years?
Express.
Oh. Are you supposed to do that? Nope. Oh no.
Don't make me laugh. I can't. Ooh.
Poor Jay's got the black lung.
I've got something.
Hmm. Lara, are you okay? Yeah, she's totally lost
No.
it.
Ooh. I'm an avid learner. Just all this thing and there's nothing in here. Oh look, it's a worked out. Oh no, so that's Uncharted. Or The Last of Us.
Laura.
Oh. There be a glowing ladder. Climb the ladder. There, thank you. Jesus. Oh, cutscene. Oh, no more tea.
Who's that Pokemon?
Yeah, just casually lift it up.
It's becoming tiresome. Can say that again. What are you doing? An avid learner. Sorry, I prefer Da Vinci Resolve.
You come all this way and you're down there. Oh, she looks pissed.
Oh, that was a face.
It was definitely a face.
That was a face.
She hasn't got a face, man.
Don't have a face, man. Whee! That's my Jonah!
Oh, I don't even know where I was going then.
We're moving on to the next phase of the operation. We've got company.
Oh, you could have snuck on him and just pissed him off.
No,
Ooh,
turn off.
vicious!
She's like, not my Jonah. Not my Jonah. Thanks for reminding me of the grapple axe that I've been using constantly for the
Lara
last...
gone feral, she has.
Ooh. They won't know hear me coming.
She is fucking pissed. Dun, dun, dun. conveniently placed water, yes.
Here I come to ruin your little day.
It's so graphic.
Whoever built these ropes really, really, really was not good for baddies.
Even Clara had a thermometer in icy cold water, yeah. Well, from Tomb Raider 3 she did.
Oh, I'm back to walking. Oh, and suddenly colour
And
graded.
then mad hair. Lara don't care, she got murdered soon. She's got murder on her mind.
Murder, she wrote.
Moida.
How does she know who they are? They could be
She
all the
don't.
baddies.
You're
She's
loyal.
just pissed.
Her is
She's
strong.
out for revenge.
Oh, close up camera.
I do. But even my patience.
Why would you wait?
Tell me what you know. Now.
I know that the stalactite is down and stalagmites.
Why would you do that? You silly sausage. Lara has the biggest murder brain.
Please. Please.
Oh, Lara, you stupid cat. Exactly.
Kill him!
You silly bint.
What I believed was right.
No.
Apparently he doesn't need a kidney.
God, freaked me. Yeah, one job.
What's-
Exactly.
what's-
For God's sake.
In the background. The hair. So, why does
Tastiest walking.
a fire extinguisher go through yet bullets don't?
Yeah.
Killed him. But he was unarmed. I just couldn't.
Well, you're saying that now.
You're not
You
Batman!
shouldn't have to. I am so sorry for getting you into this.
Because reasons.
Oh, now these guys come and help.
I thought I could keep up.
We do have a habit of appearing where everyone else is.
We're surrounded.
That's my foot.
I know it's yours.
This time I've got your back.
I've got your back.
Jon Snow.
He's dying.
We need the divine HP source to save him. Oh, and
Dun, dun, dun. Whatever it takes.
whatever. It sounds like a thingy song. Whatever it takes. Whatever it.
Oh, can't think of their name now.
Yeah, them.
Them. Those blokes.
I know that you like to read the archaeological.
Oh Jesus, status quo.
Yeah. And it was S. I just couldn't think of one.
Which is
They shoot him in the knee. God's sake.
there are those who simply do not understand the work I'm doing here. Perhaps they're even frightened by it. But
I'm gonna have that in my head now.
Whatever she wants.
Yeah.
It's like the advert now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I will explain everything in good time, my darling girl.
The people that were frightened. Were they Trinity?
Who cares?
Told me. I guess it doesn't matter now anyway. They found their way to me.
They found their way to break me. I'm going to deal with them.
Not seeing the target.
Just going to walk the entire game like this.
This part of my that I absolutely detest.
Watch, 'cause
Just
pure
one
combat.
part?
Roger.
It's a fight as bad as Boaz. Oh. Oh no.
There's an alarm going off. It's not me for once. Ding, ding.
Forgot about that. How could you forget about the helicopter? It's just so memorable for how hateful it is. No, Fleetwood Mac's Christine McVie has died.
Got to take them out.
Target acquired.
I think everyone... Does anyone actually like the helicopter fight? Someone play too much for Splinters. It's the underwater hole stealth kill.
Contact! Give me covering fire!
It's the helicopter. No, this is like Uncharted 2.
Yeah.
Going to run from
With
What now?
boom. That's like a hand cannon. A 10 of heavily armored dudes.
oof.
It'll almost insta kill you if you try and. I remember that bit. I think I remember you actually getting really annoyed with that bit last time.
We have visual on the target. I repeat, we have visual on the target.
Damn it!
I think there's a few times you actually get annoyed.
Confirmed heat sink. Ready to engage.
Roger.
I think Double Agent from 2005 has a sequence where you literally do the same. Swim under ice and pick up guys one by one. The drowning mechanic is identical. Oh, okay. Of course, that's when you're
Oh
out
yeah,
and wait
yeah,
till they don't
I
see
remember
you.
that.
Yeah.
Bit. I remember that bit. That wasn't gaming.
Fuck, that's so hard. Is this that bit? This is this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it got yeah.
Surrounded.
Yeah, I remember you getting really pissed off with this bit. Fuck, this part's so hard. We lost a man.
Just wait. Let them come to you.
Boom. Get in the
Where's the
water.
water?
Get in the water. Get in the water.
Where's the water? There it is. Oh, 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 oh. I was going to say, isn't there a space you can go to heal? Like over here, where it is.
Better check it out. Be right back.
I think you're fine though.
Yeah, but I can't actually heal it, well, can I?
Oh, hey AJ, how are you? Can I just say this is the most genius way of not having to play this game? It just means someone else has to suffer and play it. That's the only problem. And like Jay's already played it for me.
There she is!
Whoop. Laurie knows what she's doing. I just have a husband that loves me very much.
So lucky.
Jay has to suffer through millions of fights, yeah. Not only did he have to suffer Crystal while they were making the game, he then has to suffer playing it. Jay's blessed. Bless him.
Cursed?
Hopefully this one's on the hardest. Why would you do that to yourself, AJ? Oh, you don't see how this is fun. No. They probably look at like when classic Tomb Raider fans be like, we want a challenging game, and go, see, this is challenging. It's like, no, this is just downright fucking annoying.
Your toes. This is it.
Whee! That's so sure. I hate myself clearly. I think you do. AJ. Sometimes you do things and I'm like, why? Why would you do that? This is Call of Duty, basically.
Press F to kill.
This game is technically easy even on the hardest. It's the save points limited to fire camps. Yeah. Whee! I spot you way too easy when you swim to another hole, yeah. Press F to mourn.
I see her. Take her down.
That was the last of them. Got to get back to Jonah.
Have you actually got them all?
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
Oh.
Like, how the fuck do they know where you are? Yeah.
Oh God, no.
Jonah!
Don't worry. I'm like Sam.
He leaking.
I'm here.
He leaking the red stuff.
Laura, listen to me.
Try not to move.
if I don't make it out of here?
Don't talk like that.
We're in the sequel.
Listen, you can't blame yourself anymore.
I always blame myself.
Make our own
What is that
choices.
white thing above his head? What was it? What is it?
It's Ash. Not
It's
you,
just
Ash.
they're all.
His end is near.
No.
I'm not moving. You don't
He
care.
can't die.
We can help him.
I like how in this one the costume ideas were basically woman Viking, and then Shadows like you can be a bush.
What's this realization moment? Don't you knew from the moment you saw Jacob?
Is it supposed to be like that?
What?
All these random white bits just floating around.
It's orbs. It's dust in the camera lens. Ooh, ooh. PC's got like...
They're struggling. I love this realization moment. Something you knew from the moment you saw Jacob in the cell at the beginning of the game. His spirit is leaving. Yeah.
But it's Black
It's a little
Friday.
white blob.
Ooh.
Only Jacob can save Jonah now.
Oh, I like how we realise that.
To get
Mhm.
him back to the observatory.
Why?
Like I had enough of this silly girl. You're still trying to fix the arm. It's Rosie's fault.
Yeah, these arms
That's the
move.
first I've seen those dusty little effects. Oh, I thought it was just me. I was like, I see white blobs just floating around on the screen.
I'm trying to think how far in from the end am I?
You can't be that far. Because obviously now that's the whole thing, isn't it? She needs a divine source
Jacob
to save
is dying.
Jonah.
Let me attend to him.
What's it from when you're quite a kid?
Oh, he does it, yeah.
Oh. It is
Healing
quite a kid.
hand.
Lord is your guardian, your protective shade at your right hand. The sun shall not harm you by day, nor moon by night. The Lord
So I
guard
think
your
blood ties is
soul
the best
from
part
all
of this game,
evil.
yes.
The Lord guard your going and coming.
It makes me think of
to all time.
horrible histories. Doctors from a different time periods.
Yeah.
Pressure on wound.
Prepare him. For what?
Don't pay too much attention to the story that unfolds from the documents. Yeah. To let him touch you is not a
Jacob,
doctor.
You were shot. You are him,
You're him.
You're him.
Why is it not capital H?
the deathless prophet.
Ooh, that's capitalised. And that's why we're banned in the Middle East.
I can feel pain. I can be hurt. I
You
am
see, I had
human.
the same opinion the first time I
Save
played
for a
it,
human
but on my
ending.
second playthrough I got someone over with the parent storyline because it's all about that. Yeah.
And the divine source.
It's the only way they would have accepted the DLC
something
in the
I
first
found
place, so
long
it
ago.
had to all be about our parents.
Heinz
It is
ketchup.
real and deeply powerful. But it is
Gameplay's
not
great, but
divine.
the family story just can't.
So you've lied to them for generations.
Yeah, and? No.
He
Not
just
proud
rubbed
of
dirt
it.
in it, I know. So he's just given
But I did it to
Jonah
protect them.
sepsis before he bleeds to death.
Well, dice it for more fun, isn't it?
Grant my armies their long lives. But it was a terrible mistake.
Turn the voice slider
Some of this
zero.
on the archive.
I can be hurt me.
When enemies attacked Katesh, the Deathless Ones brought the ice from the mountain down upon the city.
The way Richard comes out like the winner of one of the
Excuse
worst
me.
dads in history, chasing
committed
away
an
to revive his
atrocity
wife
to
and forgets and even neglects
keep the
his
power.
grieving daughter. I mean, take the child away from yeah.
And
Well, we
so
do.
would Trinity.
You know, I just want some ketchup.
Much
Hell
larger
yeah.
scale.
That's
Isn't he
not
Jesus
you.
man? I don't want to hear about your
The
religious
man
faith and
I've come
culture.
to know with
Where's the
love.
divine source, damn it?
Don't you see? All of this is
It's like,
my
I don't
doing.
really think you understand the
It's religion.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit.
They're on the move.
They're going to brute force
I
their
started
way
doing that
into
with
the ice.
Shadow.
And we've already
Dad
lost.
was right. That's safe.
There has to be a way to stop it. Jacob, the map showed a secret entrance into the city.
Secret entrance.
Deathless.
Not to mention has a lover with whom we have
But
no
it's too
idea
dangerous.
what he'd
We're
do.
running out
How do you
of
manage to
time.
revive Amelia?
You know I can't give
I'd
up
say she
now.
was just a
If we
filler.
delay Trinity,
Dad
that
was
might
right!
give us a chance.
I will take our forces and attack them on the ice.
Then it's time.
Us 90s gamers are used to not having voices. Yeah.
Well, you could have voices, but only on the CD edition. If you had the floppy
Yeah.
disk version, you'd get voices.
Make a lovely triangle. Hey, this is my
When
new
you're
side
ready,
fuck.
the entrance
You don't
lies
mind I was
beneath
screwing
the
her whilst
observatory.
always imagining.
I'll
Ew.
do what I can for your friend.
Lovely.
Oh, oh, dramatic shot. Pause.
Anna was the side chick.
Well, why are my eyes glowing? Receive plans, run a file pack, go to the marketplace to redeem.
I think my biggest issue with this game, besides the obvious, is the story is so mediocre. I knew what was happening, not even halfway. Like I said, I think that you can't take away from the fact that the game is just graphically lovely.
Well, when it works
When it
properly.
works, yeah.
Our PC is struggling.
But yeah, the whole story arc and a lot of the gameplay is just meh. Amelia and Anna can Eiffel Tower Richard. What?
That's almost as bad as Anna's from Pleachy saying it going up the shard.
Yeah, taking her up the shard.
Oh yes, I must be reminded of things because obviously I clearly have a.
Graphically beautiful when it works, even on PS4 it was loading
What was that- what was
issues
that?
with textures, was it?
What was that thing I got?
What?
I got an unlock where I could smack my thing into a thing to
Shadow
do things.
PTSD, loading assets, please wait on, yeah.
Or do I have to do this one by... Was an arrow?
Not to mention resolution edges on foliage that burn my eyes out on every platform except Xbox. Wonder why that is. Xbox is a superior version.
Ooh.
Richard was
Much-
never the same after the shard. Boom. Boom. Whoop. Whee!
You didn't see that.
Toad's meant to do that.
No! Don't do
I
that.
just have to catch my breath for a moment.
I must catch my
This
breath.
place. Katash.
She's always catching her
Jacob.
breath.
The deathless
No clue.
ones.
It's like any particular Xbox platform
running
was ever
so
favoured for
fast.
any reason at
Somehow,
all.
I haven't stopped
It's a
to
truck full of money
acknowledge the
here, yeah.
simple fact that
Basically.
all of this is real. A
So
part
all
of
Jay,
me
it's going on your permanent Tomb Raider file.
But I know Jacob was telling the truth.
Oh, there.
Whatever made him.
I don't know if they understand that making
I'm
Richard do
going
those
to find the
actions was
fortress.
making him anything but sympathetic. So it's natural that us seeing Lara wanting to clear her dad's name was going to be a problem. I don't know, I think they're just so obsessed with the daddy storyline that they didn't really care about what he looked like.
It's a hole in the wall. It's like, amazing. It's a hole.
Jacob, I'm heading in. What will I
Conveniently
find
forced to
out?
go
Richard
around.
is problematic, so why would we care about
My people
clearing a
haven't been
name
down
of
there
someone
since we
who's
sealed it off
undeserving?
centuries ago. But it should be safe, at least until you make it past the orrery.
The orrery.
Was it part of the
Orrery.
observatory?
It was built by my astronomers before the Deathless buried the old city. You'll need to use it to open the entrance to Katash.
Again, it's like with Uncharted, like with Nathan Drake's dad. He was an absolute douchebag that just sold all their mum's stuff when she died and put them in an orphanage. And it's like that's literally all they mention of him, the fact that he was a twat and couldn't care less about them and they don't want to know anything to do with them. And it's pretty much Like Lara's dad was the same in terms of just like completely neglected her. She was a little girl that lost her mum, and all he could do was just obsess over it and just completely neglect her. If my dad was like that, I'd just be completely like, yeah, no, I don't want to know you.
Floor's not stable.
I'll say though, I'm shocked they made this work on 360 and it didn't turn out like Underworld PS2.
Looks like
I don't
we can pull
even
that into
understand why
place.
she wanted to clear his name or prove he was right after all the years of leaving her in search of his dead cockerel with a dead wife and screwing a replacement on the side. Basically. That's what I mean, and it's worse for them to expect the players to give a fuck, yeah. I mean, it kind of did look up my YouTube VOD on how this game performs on the latest. Ah, okay. I remember this bit, because I remember thinking it's like the movie. First 2.5 hours of Rise look very good, and then the rock slide of quality drops down. Oh, they probably got bored of just keeping up the quality. Also, clear his name, he was an archaeologist, not a celebrity, yeah.
Into the right position.
I mean, there's a few archaeologists you could call celebrities. Mary Beard, for one thing. I'd say it's probably more TV historians, but... The only part I liked of Rise was Syria. I think that's most people's favourite. Syria was great, but there were a couple of parts sprinkled here and there I actually liked. No, I can't remember how to do this.
I think that's it. If it is, that's scary, because I'm just...
She just such holding as I don't care about the future games. You know what the next TR needs. Playable Zip and Richard game. Don't put ideas in their heads, please. I'm just hoping with like Dallas being over the other side of the country, or not over the other side of the country, almost. I guess.
Effectively the other side of the country.
Yeah,
Well, midway.
to where the reboots were made, that he'll actually get away from Noah Hughes's influence, shitty influence, of the daddy issues. And being like, these puzzles are too Nancy Drew, don't like it. And then have Nancy Drew puzzles in Uncharted and everyone absolutely loves them.
Trying to remember.
What I said, what about don't give them ideas. I'll totally run with it. I don't think it will change for the better. I'm incredibly cynical, to be honest. Unless Embracer take more,
Jacob's people were ahead of their time.
take more of a front seat in terms of like more control in terms
Just
of what
don't worry.
Crystal do with the franchise. I don't think things are going to change at all. If they have people with a clean conscience, do not blame you. Whee!
I might have to do
I
one
have
more.
like a 0.2% chance of hope.
To time it just right.
The game is sitting at a very fragile state of concept and preparations. They're scanning the gaming market for every single bad idea or cliche they can copy over and mix and match into their brand new Tomb Raider. Yeah. I think they're just relying on Unreal Engine 5, making it look incredibly pretty. So they don't have to worry too much about storyline and puzzles.
Patience, Lara.
They fired the Saints Row reboot team after that game failed. Maybe if the next Tomb Raider fails, Crystal will finally be done away with. It would be nice. It does need a new developer. I said, this poor franchise has just been cursed, pretty much, isn't it?
Just got to keep climbing.
She's a finna.
Graphics can't polish a turd, no.
You can have a very shiny turd.
But like you said, Crystal have always been an art studio, haven't they? So that would be their thing. They'll just be sort of in awe of themselves that they've created such a beautiful game that it doesn't actually have to have any substance. It's kind of like, but look how beautiful it is on Unreal Engine 5. Feels like it's been cursed since Chronicles, yeah, basically. Kinda did. All I read all over internet is how they love Rise Over Shadow or 2013, and I'm like, for what? Why? Did like majority lower their standards before playing it, and that's the secret of falling in love with it. It's the amount of money behind it, though, isn't it? And the thing is, even though yeah, Shadow was created by Eidos Montreal, they still had Crystal behind them, like breathing down their neck, saying, "You can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this." So I think if Eidos Montreal were given like full reign over Shadow, I think Shadow would have done really well. The problem as well with Shadow is that, as you've said, Eidos Montreal are just ridiculous in terms of their budgets. They just always overshoot their budgets.
They're creative.
Yeah, so they just spent way too much money on Shadow, and then Shadow didn't do well, and it kind of just ballsed it all up. Chronicles cursed it after young Lara started saying demon names in Ireland. Yeah, most likely. Shadow has its issues, but at least it feels like a Tomb Raider game. I fell in love with how much exploration there was to do that I blocked out the story. Yeah. Tis a shame because Eidos Montreal also made Guardians, which is one of my all-time favourite games. Yeah, I love the fact that you love Guardians. It's such a fun game. Whee!
Oh, Mother Hubbard.
But then I know, like, Guardians didn't really get, like, massive praise, did it?
Not really.
I mean it did better than Avengers.
That's not, unfortunately not saying much.
Yeah. Game made me get into the movies. I did everything backwards. So yeah, I was desperate to play the game because I love the movies. And I thought it was a really good, like, tribute to the comics.
Mother fucking bitch. Just fucking cunting fucking...
Alright, don't swear on my stream!
It's my stream now.
Honestly started understanding why mediocrity gets rewarded. It's what the masses want, yeah, unfortunately. And that's the problem. That's why, like, classic fans can shout and scream until they're blue in the face that they want a return back to the classics, but until the figures prove otherwise, it's not going to happen.
On the mountain above the glacier. Can you see Trinity? Yes.
Stevie Toe got better results than Avengers.
I'm entering the old
I had my nephew
city
playing it
now.
on Xbox Game Pass and he yelled, "What the flock?"
No, it can't come too soon.
It is a fucking shame.
Some time.
It really is.
I'll contact you again soon.
So that's a problem with the gaming industry, I think, in general, in terms of it's just like the suits we see where the money's at, and they don't want to take any risk because it's like, oh no, well that won't make us any money, and we need to make as much money as possible from this franchise. So that's why you're seeing so many like copy and paste games. This is totally not copied from 2013.
No. So it works once. Why not do it
Kind of
17
says Sony never stood a chance to put Tomb Raider over, buy Tomb Raider over and give the franchise to another studio. Yeah, but who would they have given it to? Thing is, you never know. Embracer might actually give it to someone else who actually could do a really good job with it. Everyone wants their hand held, their toes tickled and their dicks sucked. Basically, gamers have got too lazy these days. That's the
Well,
problem.
look at the thing about Ragnarok. It's like you walk into a room, 3 seconds later, I should do this. It's like, give me a chance to actually look around. I should do this. Why am I not doing this? Shut up, let me fucking play the game. I am made to do this. So sometimes even Sony with their good franchises can get things wrong.
I say that all the time. We have people screaming about classic elements, but the sales figures need to match wallet people. Yeah. I like Embracer to give it to the Borderlands company.
Well, Gearbox. Is it Gearbox?
I have no idea. Or the hint system in Ragnarok. Yeah. If you can't turn it off, that just fucking sucks. Lazy gamers. I think when we have a competition and they can't even be asked to comment proves that. My god, don't remind me. Back in the days when we used to try and make an effort with followers on Survivor Reborn. And it's like, do come up, like, make a quote for this meme or for this image or whatever, and just hardly anyone would reply. It's like, oh, you mean I actually have to do something other than like and share? Oh my god. What terrible competition is this? I mean, I know I get to win like a one of a kind art, like framed piece of art that's worth over like $150, but you know, means I have to do more than click. All AAA titles nowadays really feel the same. Mm-hmm. It is, it's just all copy and paste now.
But no, it's all about the quadruple A titles.
Oh god, yeah.
And I have heard
You've heard that, yeah, Jay's heard that a lot.
That expression gets used a lot. Yeah, don't look left, anyone.
That's why games like Nier stand out, yeah. Ability to get anyone to make any effort. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just give me free shit. That's all I want.
Yeah, I joined this channel to get free stuff. That's the thing, I need to start thinking about what I can do, because we got games to give away. And I just and that was kind of my thing. It was like, oh, I've been burned before when I've tried to do competitions and no one joins in because they have to do stuff. At least my Fear Effect is coming back. That has some originality. I feel like Square own the games that actually feel different from one another. Well, they did. I guess they still do because it's Japan, isn't it? And Japan don't really give a fuck. Japan are kind of like, we want to make this game, so we're going to make it. Like Just Cause, Nier, Life is Strange. Well, Life is Strange has kind of gone by the wayside a bit. Couldn't be different if they tried. Sleeping Dogs were out there, yeah.
I put that into my company survey.
Did you, that you need to...
We should bring back Sleeping Dogs. How are her hands not frozen?
AJ's happy. Whoop. Oh no! Oh, I remember this bit. Vividly.
Oh,
fuck. Copy him.
What was
It's
that?
only fight for 13, yeah.
Where's the fucking fire? Where's the fucking... Oh, there it is. But they vanished.
They changed it. Now it's blue. Oh no, they made it blue. No, I can't compare.
I couldn't possibly read 2013.
Yeah.
Here, have a package.
Mm-hmm.
You motherfucker.
Or can you click. Section reminded me too much of Uncharted's. Yeah, Shambhala. Yeah, I know what you mean. Especially with the blue flame. Crystal Dynamics, they should be renamed to Copy and Dynamics. They copy and paste animations, models, mechanics, game structure, you name it. Mm-hmm. Ah. Let's follow here, get some salvage. It's always playing the safe. Playing safe. Games by committee. I am on fire, but I'm gonna keep walking.
And nothing to see here, people.
I wish you
Nothing
could.
to-
I wish you could grab that. when they first showed Avengers, Captain America looked like Constantine. Did he? I'm trying to remember.
Probably the same model.
Or as we call them, the Avengers stunt doubles. It just annoyed me with like how amazing Black Widow was in the game, and like thinking this could be Lara. Seriously, why are you leaving it to Avengers to bring in like a character model like this? I kind of made my peace that that's how things are now, and they ain't going to change. We'll get people like Yoko Taro and Kojima, but unless you're a name like that, your game stands no chance. Just have to stick with indie titles. Pretty much. Now supporting indie devs, more originality is in their court, yeah. They're the ones that aren't afraid to try something new.
Excuse me. That's not the buttons I'm pressing.
Okay, now you're nearly in.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh. Stray was fun, yeah, it looked beautiful. I think we have Stray, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. No. Get up, get up. You wait
What?
for the dodge. Nice. Not like Death for Among Us. Stray stream when? It'll happen eventually.
What did we get it on? Was it? It must be
PC.
It must be PlayStation. No.
Oh, it's PlayStation.
I think it's PlayStation. Kiddie Simulator. That's what the world needs.
Yeah, what I'll do, like I said, because I want to start doing a Saturday stream, like Saturday during the day, what I might do then is, like I said, Saturday will be whatever the fuck games I can play. It'll be like random game day. So what I can do is like I'll do a Uber what's it poll, yeah, with a handful of games, and then do it that way.
Oh, is that the one that got I'll say closed down?
Release an early release game in Unity engine. Oh yeah, that one. PlayStation, I want that game where you play as a squirrel with guns. It's just so random, it's amazing. Like, you're not going to smash through that? Of course you will. Like she would survive that.
Especially if she fell on a sharp rock.
Seriously.
Lara! They're going to break through the ice any minute. Do you think you can stop them? The best we can
can do is buy you some time. I'll see you on the other side.
Washington's watching from the other side. My wife is watching me from the other side. Sorry, Hamilton.
Alexander Hamilton.
I have to put that one more time and see what Bob does.
Yeah.
The Chamber of Souls.
They want emotionally impactful stories. AJ wants to play as a raccoon that makes things go boom. Yeah, you're right at the end now.
Looks like the way
This is the end.
This is the end. The end, my friend. The end.
I don't know what I expected an immortal being to be like, but Jacob seems so human. The things he must have seen.
Got a reinforced shaft.
All that experience.
I'm just reading what it says on the screen.
It's difficult to fathom.
To his own people for generations.
Shambhala never looked pretty.
I see rooftops.
When every single goddamn game in its spin-off is a super dramatic, overly emotional game, no wonder I'm joining you and wanting things to go boom. You start position for games like Crash, Banjo and Conker. Bring back Croc!
Oh shit.
The deathless are patrolling the streets. Got to stay out of sight.
The Death Eaters are patrolling the streets. Where? Well, let me have a quick.
Where, oh where?
Mongolian script. Can't quite piece
Croc and
it
Get
together.
exist outside.
I don't see anyone.
The main reason for me playing Tomb Raider, aside from Lara making flips and shooting oozes whilst at it, was because the loneliness, abandoned ancient places, long buried and forgotten. 3 times now they've been serving us a thriving civilization among ruins of their ancestors and terribly pretextual stories. I mean, what the fuck? What? It's just so much. I mean, it's been non-stop combat now.
Mm-hmm.
For so freaking long in this game. Obviously, the cat can stay away. I feel like the only somewhat recent game that has a stupid story with fun mechanics and doesn't take itself too seriously is Just Cause. Yas. I think Jay will agree with that.
But why? Just cause.
Just Cause.
Impact barriers. Use guns to destroy impact
Okay,
barriers.
Just Cause 2, I feel like that's the best one still. Yeah, non-stop combat crystal, never. Yeah. It's great when you're writing a masterpiece game which has tons of good parts, but if you don't have enough ideas or money for writers, then write as little as possible into the story, put some levels that fit into it, work on some good gameplay, and then that's that. Yeah.
It's thousands of years old.
Make cows fly by stuffing bombs to their asses game. I remember watching Pewds play. It was Just Cause, wasn't it? When we saw Pewds prattling about with it.
It is the
Absolutely
ultimate
hilarious.
dickabout simulator, so...
Yeah, it was just strapping rockets to cows and watching them fly off.
Mhm.
Excuse my baby, but I'm biased because that looks like damage, yeah. Yeah, I think Just Cause 2 was the peak.
Shit! They're firing at me.
Seize the trebuchet!
Maybe I could use them to break through the gate.
There was a plan at my uni where we were originally going to make a trebuchet. It never happened. I think there was just a lot of drunken chat about it, and yeah, it never happened. Room 3 and 4 for me was constant online pop-ups. They even got... Did they get rid of those, Jay?
Sorry, what was...
Constant online pop-ups on Just Cause 3 and 4.
Online pop-ups? Oh, because they thought they could make an online game in that sense about it. But you can play offline, which basically would be a way to get rid of all that crap. But you on about the fact that you say, oh, you've flown further than your friend and all that sort of stuff. I'm guessing that's what you mean.
Look at Team Mode 1 and 3. The story was just pretext to throw Lara into places and traverse mazes, traps and puzzles. Did anyone complain? Do we complain today? No, we still play and we still have fun. Yeah, that is what they do. Yeah, but nobody likes to think in games anymore. That's the problem. Wow.
I healed, you bitch. Yeah, the leaderboard stuff.
I have to replay them offline.
How far did it put me back? I don't know which way I'm going.
Well, you're still in the.
Oh, there. That's that bit.
You're still in the hub. That's fine. Look at that rat.
Once you get to the animation, you can't stop it, and it's
this is the beginning of the end of Jay's patience.
Yes, it moved on from the earlier bit. It's down to this bit. It's like
this game just screams Tomb Raider. Look all the artifacts you're looting. Yeah. Oh, no worries, Ash. Lovely to see you. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. Hopefully see you on Saturday. Did they even go in? I saw that one went in. Bye. Yeah, if I don't see you Friday, hopefully we'll see you Saturday. Like I said, we'll try and get Rosie to pop in the chat.
Sorry. Bye, Ash. Sorry, I am literally.
Yeah, Jay is in.
I'd be
like I'm on the
shit.
mission.
I'd be a shit streamer.
That's why I'm here.
Now I have a
To
trebuchet.
make them give us
Ho,
the Tomb Raider
ho.
horror game with the horsey. Oh, Ascension. Can you imagine? To be fair, I think I would prefer Tomb Raider becoming a horror game more than to what it has become.
But it is a
To
horror game.
break down that gate.
Ash says bye bye, Jay.
Bye bye.
That's good enough. Now to fire.
Look at that trebuchet. They are epic. Wallop.
That did it.
That did it. Now you
One
gotta get over there. Whee. Love Japanese horror, yes. They just know how to do horror. Horror. What? That was a bit far.
meant to do that because I was testing to see if the thing with the what's his face and the other thing.
The Uber what's it and the thing in the bob. Right, Bertie, I keep saying XY is the last thing I'll do with Tomb Raider and then I do something else, but right now TDAS.Q really feels like it's the last thing because I have no faith in the unification. Yeah, I'm currently not really hopeful. I have been I have been super
You did a death
cynical.
count.
Yeah.
Hold on, I've forgotten how to play.
Yeah, I'm just super cynical with how it's all going. I think I've just been burnt way too many times by Crystal. And like I said, it just shows there's no justice in the world that they're the ones that have ended up with it rather than Square just letting Crystal go and keeping the franchise.
Ooh, fruit.
So yeah, I'm not holding my breath at all. Are you still determined that you're not going to come to Tomb Raider 27? This is why I'm glad Fatal Frame, Fear Effect, Silent Hill, etc. are all back. If the next one sucks, I can move on. Maybe if someone cooks up something interesting for fans for Tomb Raider 2030. For Tomb Raider 30. I think you need like all the voice actresses, well, 3 of them, together. That would be amazing.
Apparently I screamed the hospital down. That's a normal thing to do.
There's been some structural damage.
No shit.
Battle certainly took its toll. But most
Still
of the
think Lara
city is
Croft
still
Go, Temple
standing.
and Guardian was still better than Reboot, yeah. Well, they're closer to what, like, the classic games felt like, rather than this. What are these? Armor piercing arrows. Ooh, fancy.
So basically I'm going to
So
pierce a
one.
tank.
Huh?
The moment you get something, you suddenly need to use it. How do I get the armor piercing? Oh shit, that's it.
Think here's the one you need him for. Paid Enix a big bucks for Go. I own it on everything, even Windows Store, really. Okay, it needs to be a 2-day event. All classic Lara VAs. Let's face it, Keely would not attend such a thing. Yeah. And at least as many devs to be able to have 2 different panels with different devs, yeah. Just kick him out of the way. Like, why even do a reboot to really peaked in on the world? Sure, the game on PC and PS3 have bugs, the animations are funky, and you don't even get me started on Toby King. But Lara was most capable. Yeah, but they felt like they didn't have anywhere to go with it, and it wasn't as successful as they'd hoped it would be. So they just fired everyone and started again with a different team. Certain composer will be attending, which is an instant no. Well, the thing is, if he does attend, I don't think I will be attending his particular show. To be honest, though, I don't like. Even though I love seeing the devs and everything there, I don't really go for them. I go for the people in terms of like my mates to see my friends and stuff. So
I just need to find another trebuchet.
you
Because
need to
they
find
just
another
fly around everywhere, don't they?
Really? If you have to play all versions of Go, the PS Vita one is the worst. Load times take 5 minutes. That's not good.
Oh. That's me thinking I had to do something, but no.
You don't have much time, Lara.
I never do.
The source before them.
There's nothing more you can
Uh-oh.
get somewhere safe.
Is it the arena with the helicopter yet, or is it...
You need us as much as we need you.
I don't know.
We survived
It looked familiar, I was like, oh
but
no.
we died alone. Now go.
Why am I holding a fucking thingy up? Woo! Sorry.
If it's who I think it is, like Voldemort, we don't speak his name. Yeah, if you say his name, he appears in the mirror.
Need to reach the top of the tower.
He might, yeah, I was gonna say if you say his name, he might ask, he might demand credit. You rang. Hi, Cyajin. Welcome back.
Why does it tell me to craft poison arrows when... Surely you have to... Brain trying to remember this. Oh yeah. Swing. Bada,
Swing,
bada, bada.
but I was thinking, swing, better, swing. Yeah, it's definitely not Peter. Peter's amazing.
Brain trying to remember what to do.
I really want it to smack on. Yes, it goes around and just hits him back.
Oh, there we go.
Whee! It has a white bar on it, so clearly you had to jump on it because you had to
That
grab
is
it.
true. What the fuck?
Peter is the best. He's lovely. Well, I'll say words being... It's probably going to be Tomb Raider 3 themed, yeah. Most likely.
What size?
Although this year was AOD based rather than Tomb Raider 2 based. So I think it really depends on what... who goes, sort of thing, and what, not footage, what's the word for it? What goodies, I guess, Luke can get his hands on in terms of what, like, presentations or whatever people want to do. Oh no! They should have done AOD next year because 20 years. Yeah, exactly. It should have. That should have been. I mean, it was a great year this year. AOD was fantastic, but it's just the timing of things, wasn't it? They had the availability of Eric and Janelle, and obviously with like Jenny's book and stuff. So it was very fun. But yeah, if anything, it should have been Tomb Raider 2 themed this year. Oops.
I thought you climbed up there. I'm pretty sure that's where you go. It's been a while. The fact that it starts me back here.
This was such a small team, it would have been the same people as Tomb Raider 25. This is very true.
I'm not strong enough.
What?
I'm not strong enough. Oh yeah, I remember now.
Q wasn't fun, but watching Bubs throw the ball at people made it okay. Yeah, he kind of just decided that he was just going to wreck the joint.
and get us into serious trouble.
Yeah, and then he get us kicked out of the venue. He just does what he wants. He's just an absolute, like, force in nature. You did all encourage him. You bad people. Whee!
That worked.
Apart from all three VAs, I really don't know what else, who else can attend that could be as exciting. Janelle and Eric. From a just a regular fan point of view, and not people that really know like the drama and politics behind it, Toby would be someone good. But again, that wouldn't be really for Tomb Raider. That would be for Tomb Raider 1 rather than 2 or 3 or whatever. And I guess Legend, because obviously we worked on Legend. And Underworld. I think I know which composer now.
my
If it's Tomb Raider 3 themed, I won't even bother going. You're not a fan?
Just one more shot.
Tomb Raider 3. I said I'm currently playing it at the moment. I'm only on Temple Ruins, but I'm actually enjoying it a lot better than I remember. Maybe because it's kind of still fresh in my memory, so I still remember bits. Like how to play and stuff, and also I can just like save anywhere. And not have people telling me that I suck when I'm playing it, because I just figure it out for myself. I think people would want to meet Legend peeps, but that kills the whole point of celebrating UK devs. Yeah.
You can meet me.
You get a Q&A with Jay. That would make Crystal sweat. You get Jay and Ed to do a Q&A. Jay and Ed Q&A when? That would really make Crystal sweat and moan a lot. Probably like threaten L with a cease and desist or something. You can never have a Tomb Raider event ever again. We were being generous letting you hold them every year. Careful, they might see. Yeah, basically.
I was going to say what we're doing for time.
10 past 12. 10 past 12? 10 past 10. Wishing the day away.
Can't aim with the gears frozen solid.
So you could always finish in like 15 minutes. See how far you get. And then that way you'll most likely complete it quite quickly in the next stram. I don't know, because you won't be playing next week, will you? Your Christmas dinner.
It's during the day. I don't think I'm late.
Oh.
But the thing is, I may not be home by 5 type thing.
Ah.
I think. I don't know.
The Mongol armies must have been.
Well, if that's the case, then yeah, you will finish it next Wednesday.
If I can.
But then you can do all the DLC that you missed. So you can finish Baba Yaga and you can do Blood Ties and stuff. Oh no. Oh no.
Trying to remember what I need to do here. It's been a while.
Can I ask Dream version answer? Jay, how's the general mood at SE London after the deal?
Everyone's just really, really busy because I don't know if you've noticed, but Square are releasing a lot of titles right now. As in, we've had Forspoken events, we've had other events. I don't want to say names in case they haven't been announced yet, and they've just had private events for them. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff coming out, and it's all little small titles which I don't know what I'm doing.
I think it's more there's just a general confusion at the moment in terms of where people stand though on things, because obviously the dynamic is changing a lot, isn't it, in the office in general?
Well, we're now, yeah, well, we have a lot of changes happening, but we're not being told what the changes are, which is never a good look, really. Yeah, thanks, Lara. So like they've sorted out publishing, which is hilarious because I thought we were publishing, but apparently not. Publishing is marketing and sales, so they've been sorted out. Look. But yeah, so we're making ourselves a lot more like Japan in terms of business units and stuff like that. But we don't know a great deal about what else is going to happen.
So you need to fill that with water so it raises the metal one up. That's what I'm assuming, and then you can smash it against the. You can smash it against the ice. I'm assuming. Yes, you could say she's been put on ice. There you go. And then you can swing it around. You have to jump on it again. I was going to say, probably from there you could have jumped on it.
Am I just swinging this round and round for the fun of it, or what? I don't know actually what I'm doing now.
Yeah, and then just jump on it when it comes on so you can smash that bit of ice, I guess.
If anybody knows, please. Because I need to smash that ice.
Oh, is it that one?
She's been put on ice.
The only way you can, it's timed as in you release the water. Oh, okay.
Oh fuck! I'm screwed then.
Then have to time the jump. So it's in level when you smack it. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to work out how you do it.
So I need to get that round.
Maybe jump up when this one when it comes down.
There's no water in that though anymore, or is it because it's come out?
No, that's still got water in it because it's heavier than the metal one.
The draining mechanism. It drains slowly. Maybe I can use that to my advantage.
I can't because it's all the way up there. Oh, hold on. So do I need to be over here, release the water, and then jump on it as it goes that way? Fuck's sake, Lara.
You looked away just as you were jumping. That's why.
She should just make every jump.
Filled with water again then.
So of course I can't see the thingy from the side, so I have to get over here, I guess. So I'm guessing I'm due to do that, and go. Rah, rah.
There we go. Thanks to editor.
That did it.
Woohoo!
Who would have thought 3 trebuchets in a in
The beacons. You light the beacons.
Archers, got to take them out. Just have to aim this thing.
Fuck.
Boom. Just the endless fights, yeah. That's what I mean, it's the fact that Jay pretty much on this entire stream has just been constant battles.
Where's it going over there?
How are you liking this genuine Tomb Raiding experience? He's loving it, can't you tell?
Look at that face. Fuck.
Whee.
Look at the engine.
I think you're gone. I don't know. Oh no.
No.
No, just smash the main door. Well, I think that's what you're doing now, anyway.
Completely misjudged where that was going. Let's get the direction right, I guess.
Ignore everything and just smash the disc on the floor. It's not disc, it's digital.
Now cross that bridge when we come to it. Smash the console.
Not smashing my PC, thanks. I need it for editing. I'm looking forward to playing Shadow again though, because I've only played it once, so it'll be fun to get back into that.
Do I go up and around? Let's go.
No. Yeah, you've got the edge.
I see white legends shining the way.
Grabby grab. Nearly there. Very good.
Cutscene! It's been 15 seconds.
Yeah. There we go. Starting to worry.
Ah! Oh, dude, that's just shocking. You shall not pass.
You shall not pass. The day 2013 film was on TV. I remember you saying, because you don't like it very much, do you? I didn't mind it. I think it's a better attempt at the story than 2013 actually was. The Tomb Raider 2013.
Oh, Alicia's movie.
I think she sounds like Lisa John. I don't know. I don't think she sounds too much like a child. Well, I guess she has to sound young anyway. But I think I've only seen it like twice. First time was at a Square Enix screening, which was fun. So everyone was like, woo yeah! As soon as Square Enix came on the screen. Just spiked it. No! It cost us a fortune to replace.
What's that?
Right, Carson's saying we need to destroy the PC and the display.
No and no.
Lara goes raiding with Daddy who calls her his little spy. Yeah, but at least then he dies. So she actually has closure. And it's like she's actually over it by the
Credits.
by the credits, yeah. Oh, what now? Oh no, it's
Oh look, the roof's caving in again.
Lara, Trinity has broken through. We can't.
Now there's bad signal. Oh, it's a base camp. Of course there's a base camp. Now just go sit and reflect whilst everything's going around me.
Is it time to, I think, end the stream?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good place to stop. And then we'll finish next week.
So I just...
To be honest, there's only one thing Lara raids in Reboot and it's not Tombs. Daddy might have something to say about it.
Let's just
Make sure it saves.
I'll see what it says. I'm not doing 54%.
We have all the DLC. That's all.
Oh, let's just warm my hands by the fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
John, hello.
Oh, hello. But you just said something.
Yeah, you just said something now. Okay, no, you can. Fair enough. How are you, sir?
That one?
Are you good?
That one?
Yes. Hope you're well.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Ow.
Sorry.
Happy I'm out of the OFP, so my opinions are my own. Yes. To be fair, I've never, as you can tell, I'm in the OFP and I never shy away from having my own opinion. Not that they ever were, but I feel much more free expressing. Oh, I just let it all out. Well, as much as I can without getting Jay fired.
Cat's got 9 lives. You playing Lego Star Wars as well?
Ooh, might be streaming in January. Excellent.
Everyone's playing Lego Star Wars.
Are they?
Well, that's 2 people we know playing Lego. Oh, well, they're playing Lego.
No, she's playing Lord of the Rings.
It's all Lego.
Yeah, but a very different game.
Well, very true.
And such a blast shade in Reboot. Thank you for streaming. I hated it. You're most welcome, Kyson. Glad you enjoyed it. Right, shall we find someone to raid quick
Okay.
before we end?
They can't tell you anything because they know you know shit.
To be honest, they can't tell you. Yeah. Yeah, no, but they always tell me to shut up and threaten Jay's job. So, who we got? No one playing Tomb Raider.
Jill's playing Final Fantasy 4. Thank you for joining us, Angry Librarian.
Yeah, it was lovely to see you.
I'm sure there's about 1 million people I missed saying anything to. Oxygen not included, that's a classic game.
Let's see if I can see anyone actually on.
Oh, see me. I need tea.
Yes, we need tea. mute. It doesn't say. No, I can't see anyone streaming to
I've
me.
seen the shield mode.
Yeah, that came up earlier. Anyone have any suggestions? Always a blast. It's lovely to have you, Tyranitar. Nice to have a chat.
And in this game, everything's blasting because everything you can shot. And
yeah, don't really want to raid Gunzy because I don't know if he's nearly finishing, and it's also not really because it's a new game. I always worry about people being spoiled.
so actually not included is fun.
Yeah, should go that one. We'll. Oh yeah, well it's Nick as well. I always forget what his sign-in name is. So yeah, we'll go over to Nick. He's great. So lovely guy. So yeah, we're gonna raid live action Pixel, plain oxygen not included. So especially fun talking trash about Ruby Bro. Always, it's what we always do here. But anyway, yes, have a lovely rest of your week, guys. So should be streaming Friday. It will most likely be Skyrim because people never vote for it, and I really want to play it. So
you'll do a Musk.
Yeah.
Vox Populi, Vox Die.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
So yeah, most likely Friday will be a Skyrim stream, and then with Sunday it will be Uncharted 4, which I'm really excited about. So yeah, have a good one, guys, and hopefully I'll see you Friday. Room of Sky, yes. So yeah, see you soon. Bye.